Hi, and welcome to Tribal Winds Pick a Card reading. This reading is about what the dragons have to say to you. Now, these cards are based off of dragons or spiritual guides of mine that I have met. And so hopefully they talk to you as much as they talk to me. All right, I'm going to... Oh, and as usual, these are the cards that we are using above. And let's get to the first reading. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alrighty. See you in a minute. Hi, group number 1. Okay, if you choose number 1, then you chose the, you can call him a dragon god or the Mayan god, Quetzalcoatl, or I can't, if I said the name wrong, I am so sorry. And if you're wondering, this is my little helper. Her name is Nyx, and she is a dragon doll I created myself. All right, so we are going to start with the Oracle of the Dragon Fae. And to start the tone, we have Annie and the Guardian, which the words underneath says born innocent, and they are the representation of being innocent. Despite anything that's happened to you, you are at your core an innocent being, and there it doesn't matter who or what you've done. Everybody has some sort of innocence to themselves, a pure heart in one way or another, no matter how deeply it's buried. And from our friends, the Unknown Tarot, we have the 5 of Pentacles, the World, Mother of Pentacles, and the Devil. Sorry about that. All right. Let's just get all the cards laid out, and then I can see what messages I can channel for you. From the Enchanted Map, we have Metamorphosis and Into the Unknown. And from the Druid Oracles deck, we have Owl, Dog, and Hare. Now, granted, guys, I'm looking at this from the same point of view you are right now. I have not looked at these. If I saw them in the shuffle when they were dropped, I actually shuffled them a day ago. So I have I have no short-term memory at all, so I wouldn't remember what they were. So what Quetzalcoatl has to say to you is that you need to remember your innocence and that you're going through some change of some sort, because the devil relates to addictions, or, in traditional tarot. What I'm seeing actually is that you're changing from a very sad and unprosperous time into the world, and with the Mother of Pentacles to me is a very kind, and obviously what the doe represents to me is a very kind and soft, caring individual. And what Annie and the Guardian and Quetzalcoatl are trying to tell you is that I'm actually drawn to her guardian behind her, that she is willing to protect you in this time of change, because we have the Metamorphosis card. And you're going into unknown territory. So maybe you're starting a new job, a new endeavor. It could be a new relationship with the Hare. But you're wise. You're wise for what you've been through. Yeah. You're wiser for what you've been through. And having dealt with this sorrow and this addiction, you're going to be able to help many people. I mean, and it could be just this smiling at a stranger walking down the street, which is what I just saw in my head. Just as little as that can help somebody else who's in that depression. I'm getting a very earthly vibe from this. Maybe either you or you're dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, that kind of thing. Just a very down-to-earth person. And you're loyal. You're a very loyal person. The hair represents prosperity and longevity and the union of sky and earth. And she's protecting these eggs here, which, well, not protecting them, but near these eggs. And that, to me, brings fertility. That could be fertility of mind, fertility of, actually being fertile to have kids, which is why you're going to be a mother soon. But regardless of what you're going through, I'm getting that don't forget your innocence. Sometimes that childlike wonder is easily lost, and we have to find it again. And as much as Quinn is a trickster and he's a very sassy dragon. And don't get me wrong, I adore him very much so. But he's also free, and you're freeing yourself from a toxic situation. And I'm gonna wish you all the luck, and they just want you to know your guide, the Quinn or your guides or whatever prompted you to click on this video and look at it. They want to let you know that you're protected in this new journey of yours, and not to worry so much, and to look through it with a little bit of that wonder. Things aren't as scary as you're going to make them out to be. And personally, in the laws of karma that I see and feel every day, what comes around goes around. So if you keep that innocence and that kind and gentle disposition, the world will come to you. And, things happen for a reason. So whatever you're feeling or you're thinking about right now, maybe it's time to move on. I hope this helped you in any way, and comment down below, because that'll help me and try and evolving in this evolution of tarot reading, which would really be appreciated. If you liked it, please feel free to like the video or subscribe. No pressure there. Just thank you so much for watching, and honestly, I do this just to help people, nothing more. So thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And if this didn't resonate with you, feel free to pick another group. It's totally fine. All right, bye-bye. Hi, and welcome group number 2. If you picked number 2, this dragon is one of my own guides. We're going to call him Soul, because that's a bit of the basis of his name. And he doesn't want his whole name spoken, and, you can't blame him. Names are a very powerful thing. So what Soul represents to me... Oh, also, if you don't know, of course you don't. This is a doll here today is one of the dolls I created, and her name is Nyx. And she, of course, is a dragon or dragon fae or whatever you want to call her. I adore her, and she's a warrior, so hopefully she's, just kind of here to observe and help. So what Soul represents is he's actually a gold dragon. So he's very much of the sun and of warmth. And he can be a bit obnoxious, but he has good intentions. And he's a very noble type being, which, if if you know people who think they are all that in a bag of chips, that's kind of who Soul is. All right, now I'm going to lay out all the cards and we'll get a feel for what everybody has to say for you. We're going to start with the Dragon Fae Oracle deck. Ooh, we have Melusine, and I don't know if I said that right, but I do love these cards, and she's like, love who you are, because she definitely loves who she is after all she's been through. Ha. Okay, and next we're going to lay out the Unknown tarots, and you have Temperance, Mother of Swords, Butterfly emerging from the shadows, the Emperor, okay, Daughter of Swords, and the Fool. Wow, you have a lot of air energy in you or in your situation. And of course, this could be a mother and daughter situation because we have the mother and daughter on here. From the Enchanted Maps, we have Ghost Lands, Coming to Life, and Courage. And from the Druid deck, we have Swan. I'm going to put Swan over here. Stag. Ooh, this has something to do with pride. And Hide. Okay. And now Hide and Stag are actually a pair. So the fact that you got the pair in this reading, kind of crazy. All right. So now that we have it all laid out in front of us, what messages are we getting? Right away, I want to say it has to do with if you're in a relationship. And of course, in the eyes of spirit, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Okay, this is a romantic relationship. And maybe you're not accepting yourself for who you really are. Which is odd. So maybe Soul called to you to get you to understand that you need to be comfortable in your own skin, which is also what Melusine, and again, I'm so sorry if I say things wrong. I'm not the best reader, like written word reader in the world, okay? But with Hide and Stag, this relationship, I mean, it feels like they could love you for who you are, right? And you're trying to change who you are to best fit them when you really don't need to. All right? And Soul's trying to encourage you to be yourself and rise out of that depression and shadows. Have patience with yourself, all right? It's all right to be the fool, okay? And take that leap into the, I want to say the wide unknown, but it's not unknown to you. It's okay to be yourself. People are going to love you or hate you for who you are, and that's just life, okay? But what you need to know is spiritually from your guides or whatever I want to say, whatever decided to, helped you decide to click on this and to pick this group. They want to encourage you to just let go and be yourself. And then through all the bad things, you will have people who love you, all right? And even if your family, and I've never been through that. My family is very accepting and has accepted me for every curveball I've thrown at them, okay? But some families aren't like that. And so even if your family doesn't accept you for who you are, there are people out there who will. And you just have to keep looking and don't give up. Now, the stag also comes a little bit with the emperor energy, coming into yourself, being very, very queenly, okay? And with the mother-daughter relationship that I was picking up earlier, you know, maybe have some acceptance for what the other is trying to say, okay? And we all know you love them, regardless. Whoever this is about for you, they love you, all right? And this could be a mother figure, a daughter figure, somebody you're just trying to help out, come into life and be fulfill the potential of who they are, okay? They have a great deal of pride that is, and I'm just drawn to the stag with that, just pride that gets in the way, stubbornness. Where hide is just trying to tell you to look into yourself for that guidance, trust your intuition, be at peace, okay? And from all the nature, honestly, I would say if you're struggling with something right now, or you're struggling in a fight, go find a nice park, find a nice natural area to just walk through and enjoy the little things in that moment. And just breathe and be, and then come back to the situation, or come back to I wouldn't say come back to the fight, come back to the person with clarity and understanding. Try and see the other side, okay? And Ghostlands, as much as it's like a foreboding card with all the frozen and blue, and it's really not that big of a deal. It's just saying, take a break, take a moment, and then come back, all right? Have patience with yourself and that person, which is what Temperance is all about. Not to mention that it mixes the fire and water energies, and it's a very Sagittarius card, which, take it or leave, whatever. I'm not going to pull a whole lot of astrology into this because, honestly, I'm just reading from the heart and what I see and what I'm feeling at this moment, which is I'm feeling a great deal of love. So whoever you're thinking about while you pick this reading, you do love them and you do care for them, and it could be in a total friendship sort of way. But honestly, all you want to do is encourage this person, encourage them to be themselves, encourage them to do the best they can. Honestly, I'm rooting for you, whatever the situation I'm reading is about. Just know your guides and your spirits, and everybody is rooting for you, all right? And I hope this helped. Comment down below and let me know. That will help me in future readings, and I really appreciate that. If you liked, of course, like, but, no pressure there, or subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for clicking on my video. I'm not doing this for anything but to honestly help somebody. So if this touches one person, that makes me extremely happy. I'm sorry about my cat. She wants in my room really bad right now. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye. And feel free to pick another group if this didn't resonate with you, or if you felt another group was calling your name as well. Hi, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, the dragon representing you is one of my own guides who I love very dearly, as much as I do the other guides, actually. All of them are ones that I have met in my dreams or in my waking reality that I've grown up with. They are, quote, quote, my imaginary friends, but not so imaginary. Anyway, we're going to call him Sen, because, of course, there's a lot of power in a name, and some don't really want to give up that power. But yeah, Sin is a very fiery dragon, if you can't tell. He is a ruler of, well, he said he's a ruler of arenas. Well, take that where you may. He's a very feisty spirit, but very calm, and family means the most to him. And this doll here is one of my own dolls I created. Her name is Neeks, and she is going to be our helper and observer for today. All right, so family, love, Sin is very much about that, but he is a reckless warrior and can get himself into trouble sometimes. Well, he's watched me get into plenty of trouble. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to lay out all the cards, and I will be seeing them all for the first time with you, and we'll see what they have to say, all right? And the one from the Dragon Fae Oracle cards is here for you is Bridget, another fiery soul to add to this, of course. And what do our wild unknown friends have to say? Ooh, okay. We have a lot of fire energy in this one. So we have the Two of Wands, the Father of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Make sure that's only one card there. It feels like two. Nope, just one. All right. Pair of Wands. Oh, we have some blockages. We have some swords, and they're not pleasant swords, but that's okay. Maybe that's what you're going through right now, and what you need is concentration and enlightenment. All right, so this could be what you're feeling like you're going through. Not my favorite cards, but who likes negativity? From the Enchanted Maps, we have Clean House and the Mountain. All right, yeah, you're definitely hitting obstacles. You are definitely going through some hard times right now. And we have quite a few snakes in this. Okay, we have Water Dragon to hopefully balance out some of that fire. And then we have the Bear. You are a warrior, that is indeed. And then we have Adder from the Druid Animal deck. All right. Well, I can tell you right now, I am feeling a very hard conflict that you're going through, whether it's an inner conflict, a relationship conflict, a family conflict, a work conflict, whatever it is. You are hitting a blockage, and you are hitting it hard. And it could even be in the spiritual journey you're hitting a blockage, which happens. It happens to everybody. Okay? But Bridget and Sin and honestly everybody here is to tell you, maybe it has to do with your fiery temper. I was going to say they're all here to say that you are supported, which you are. No spirit team or guardianship or angel or anything like that wants to see their charge suffer. And they hate seeing it suffer. All right? But what I'm telling you is that you're going through some hard change, especially with all the snakes, because snake is all about transformation, shedding the skin of the old and moving on into the new. Cleaning house, whether it's spiritually or emotionally, maybe cutting negative ties from people who are in your life. And I'm sorry if my hands bother you with how beaten they are. I actually run a farm, so my hands go through a lot. All right. But yes, cut those negative ties. Cut out this toxicness. If you're going through a huge block, maybe it has to do with the relationships you're going through. Granted, I do know a thing or two about a toxic relationship with a narcissist. And maybe you're dealing with a narcissist, because that's what just... Spirit's going crazy right now, just popping things in my head left and right. And dealing with his venom, or her venom, is just not something you need to deal with anymore. If it's if it's a partner, just leave. Leave the situation. You don't need to be there anymore, no matter how alluring it is, because you feel like nobody else will love you, nobody else will care. Leave it. You are a warrior. You are proud. You know that you're worth more than that. And concentrate on finding a better you. Um, with concentration and enlightenment, granted, the Father of Wands he's that mysterious charmer, and he's very persuasive. And look, that's what the cobra does, is it entrances its victim before it strikes. And you're very emotional because the water dragon brings up all of that emotional baggage from the deep. What you need to do is let go of such a relationship you have, whether it's with a friend, and trust me, I've been there too. Been friends with many people who I shouldn't have been. That's your blockage. Let go. Just let go and deal with these latent emotions. Feel what you're feeling and let it out. Don't be crazy about it. Don't be that crazy person who goes and keys that other person's car just because you're mad. Try and keep it in check. Don't go to jail for it. Okay? Because you are a very fiery person. I do see that. Very emotional. And you are willing to go there. You would go down for a friend. You would. Man, you're loyal. But the thing about the mountain is that water doesn't just, because since we have the water dragon, water doesn't just ram into the mountain until it gets through, okay? It goes around it. It'll go around the giant mass and slowly whittle it down, all right? And that's what you need to do. You need to find a way around, find a way out, whether it's through a support group, whether it's through a counselor, whether it's through, and granted, I know counselors, if you're not bad enough, quote, quote, they won't see you, okay? But there are support groups out there, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. There are groups out there to help people, through that situation. And know that you're loved. And whether it's you feel like you're not loved right now, there is a sun. There is always, after the night, a sunrise, right? Just like there is a sunset before the night. Cycles come and go, and this is another cycle that you are going to leave behind and be better for it, wiser for it, all right? And honestly, I wish you all the luck in the world, and I will be your cheerleader and supporter from on my side, okay? And of course, comment down below if this helped you in any way, or if you resonated with this. This will really help me in my reading journey, tarot-wise, and I'd appreciate the help. But I do this more to help others than, and I'm sorry about my cat, she wants my room really bad, so it's just kind of me being on the other side of the door. I do this to help others, and so if this helped you in some way, and know that somebody, even if it's me, comment down below, and I'm here for your support. I'd love to hear your stories. I'm here to support you. I want to help in any way I can. Now that we've gone through all of that, I'm not picking up anything else. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, right? So if you didn't find what you're looking for here, hopefully, you can pick another deck or another card and it'll come to you. If not, there are plenty of tarot readers out there doing pick a cards, and hopefully something like that will resonate with you. Look to my first video. I have a list of tarot readers there that I actually really look forward to, though most of them are relationship related. But they can help you, and so if you have the money, go to them. Of course, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, but really I just want to help. That's all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye. Hi, and welcome group number 4. If you picked number 4, you picked G, one of my own dragon guardians. G is actually a red Asian dragon, which I got a bit of his personality there. And of course, I'm not telling you his whole name because that's just, names have are a very powerful thing, and out of respect, we just don't go there. And this doll is my lovely doll I created. Her name is Neeks, and she is a dragon warrior. So she's here to help and kind of just observe. But what G brings is a very lighthearted, lucky, flowing, carefree personality to the reading. So if that resonates with you at all, then this is the reading for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out all the cards, and then I will tell you what they give me. Okay? And we're going to lay out first the Dragon Oracle. Guardians. Fly high. All right. And from the Tarot, the Wild Unknown Tarot, we have the Five of Cups. Son of Swords. And this is going to have a lot of cards in it because I tell you what, Spirit spit out like a good 7 cards out of the tarot deck for you. Okay. Empress energy. Son of Cups. Father of Swords. And Justice. All right. I'm going to put Justice right there. I'm sorry about my cat. She really wants in the room badly, but she will mess up the reading, so got to keep her out. So I apologize for her meeping. From the Enchanted Map Oracle, we have Balancing Act. Flying. Oh, we got a lot of free spirit here. And the Dragon's Lair. That's kind of appropriate, isn't it? I have not seen these cards prior to this, so you're seeing them at the same time I am, kind of. All right, and then we have Wren from the Druid deck. Cat. Maybe that's why my cat's meeping at my door. All right, and then we have Seal. Where do I put Seal? So you can kind of see him. All right. All right. So, we have a lot of air energy. We got some water. We got some... Sorry, I'm adjusting myself. I apologize for all the noise. All right. I'm getting a very feminine energy from this, so bravo if you're male watching this and you're in touch with your feminine energy. That's a hard thing to do. I'm getting a bullied situation, honestly. I'm getting a deep sorrow from whatever you're going through. Okay? And honestly, depression is one of the hardest things to get over, and nobody really gets over it. Okay? It's always there. But I feel like you need a higher perspective. Listen to your guides. I feel like they're trying to talk to you. And maybe this depression might not just come from a bullying standpoint. Granted, this is a general reading, so I'm picking up on a lot of stuff. But maybe it's work related. Maybe you just feel like you're buried neck deep in a ton of work and you're just depressed about it. Okay? And you're a very creative person, whoever you are. You're very intelligent, you're very creative, a little optimistic, a little bit quick in the mindset. Lots of birds. Okay? But you have so many cats here too. Man. I do feel like you need a higher perspective. You need to look outside yourself. Try to see yourself through the eyes of those around you. Okay? I know it's hard to listen to people who are telling you it's going to be okay. Who are telling you that, it gets better and all this stuff. And it feels like they really just don't understand. And some people really don't. It's actually been proven that it has a little bit to do with the neurological makeup of the brain, and the brain actually changes when somebody's in a depression. So it's hard to see outside of that. But don't do anything rash, all right? There is a sun that makes a rainbow in the rain, okay? There's always a way out. I'm really drawn to color. Like, you need to try and see outside of what's going on. And you have so many rainbows in this reading, honestly. The seal represents love. Usually a romantic love I'm getting, but not always. Not always. Okay? I love the sea. I love of friendship, you know. If you're depressed about a relationship and the balancing act between work and that, ask for help. There are people out there who will help you. Whether it's just asking a colleague if they can handle something for you, could help you out with it somehow. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because my cat's got her paw under the door now. She really wants in. I feel so bad. Anyway. And, you know, speaking of cat represents a detachment. Detach yourself from the situation and see outside of it. Okay? With Ren is the connection to, and that's this card here, the connection to, they refer to it as the underworld, the other world, a connection to God, a connection to universe, a connection to spirit, whatever you believe in, because I'm not one to judge, okay? But free yourself from that mindset, that depressed mindset. And like, if it comes to work and you feel like you're piled up with tasks, take one task at a time and enjoy the little victory of getting one done. Okay, one done, that's one down. On to the next thing, one done, one down. And eventually it turns out you're done and you have no more work and you can just go out there and be yourself, you know, and relax a little bit. Now, that's what Dragon Lair is about a little bit. Dragon Lair is to let you know that you are protected. The stronghold has been built by you, by your guides, by spirit, to protect you. And maybe your depression actually comes from surfacing a psychic gift and fear. Since this cat is hissing at me over here in this card, I sense fear. And don't be afraid of it. Embrace it, okay? There are plenty of spiritual teachers on YouTube you can watch them. And there are even a few that talk about their own ascension, their own awakening. Maybe that's what you're going through in this awakening process, which congratulations for you if you are. It's not easy and it's never really done. So, yeah, actually, I'm feeling a lot more like that's accurate. You're a very creative person. But the Cup cards also, in the Unknown Tarot, the Mother of Cups is actually an incredibly psychic card and actually rivals the Priestess in the deck for her psychic ability. And the Sun being one of the children. So maybe your mother might have this in your line, or your father. It's coming down from a family. But whatever your struggle is, know that justice will come. So karma comes around what goes around. That's what that's about. But cats are known to be very psychic and very intuitive. So, yeah. And honestly, that's all I'm getting. I'm not picking up much more because it's a group collective. And just know that with your psychic gift and your higher perspective, you have your spirit team on your side, always. Always. There's not a spirit team out there that wants to see their charge suffer, even if it is for a lesson. Okay? Honestly, it'd be really helpful if you commented down below. Let me know if this resonated with you. Give me ideas for future readings. I mean, it would be a great help in my own healing journey. And I do this to help others. I don't do this for money or anything else like that. Okay? That means I am perfectly abundant in happiness and what I'm going through. Okay? So, and of course, if you like it or subscribe, I'm not going to pressure you into that. But, I mean, definitely comment down below if you pick this pile and let me know if you want to know some people who have been on their psychic journeys. I mean, one of the people I watched through my awakening is Shaman Oaks, and he's helped me a great deal. So perhaps that would be in your best interest to look it up. And of course, as always, love you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.